Regan Hagstead here, Mortgage Success Blueprint, and today I wanted to go over a concept called the 29% rule, okay? And I've got this over years. I took a look at all of my data, some other friends' data, and kind of the industry as a whole. And what I really wanted to do is say, how do we determine our goals? Is it whimsical? Is it something we say, I'm going to do 50 million this year, but you really have no clue if that's attainable, right? Or you just say, well, last year I did this, so I'm going to do a little bit more. This 29% rule really can open your eyes to, are my goals attainable? Are they too high? Are they too low? And then once you figure that out, it can zero you in on what you need to focus on. So here's really what the 29% rule is. Anytime somebody reaches out to you, you get an inquiry. Okay, some people call it a hand raise, some people call it a lead, some people call it inquiry. If you're running a referral-based, self-generated business, anytime somebody calls you and says, hey Regan, I'm interested in getting a mortgage, and you put them in your CRM or you get that inquiry from them, to me, that's an inquiry. Okay? Then what you do is you say, all the inquiries I get, start to finish, I will close 29%. Okay? Now, some years, refi years, low rates, you're going to be closer to 34, 35%. Okay? Some other years, quick rate spikes, kind of a goofy market, low inventory, you might be closer to 27. Okay? But generally, standard market, 29% is really where it sits. And it's not just my data. I ran 8 years of my own data. I got some top producers throughout the country that I asked for some of their info. And what we came up with when we put all this together was 29%. So when you think about that, every person that says, hey, I'd like a mortgage, you're going to close 29% of those. So what you do is you start backing into it. Okay, so let's just say you're like, I'm going to do 5 loans a month. That's my goal. And then you go back and you look in the last 6 months. What is your average? How many people have inquired? How many people have reached out to you and say, I want a mortgage? Let's say it was 60. Well, that's 10 a month. You're only going to close 2.9. That's a far cry from 5. So you say, well, what does that mean? I have a lead flow problem. I'm going to do 5 loans. I need more inquiries. I mean, I need 5 more inquiries every single month over 6 months. Like if you look at it from January to June, if you only had 60 inquiries, you need 30 more inquiries. You needed 90 to close 5 a month. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a higher close rate certain months, things like that, but I'm just saying over the long haul, when you're really being strategic about your business, this is how it works. There'll be other cases where somebody's like, hey, you know what? I want to close 5 loans a month. And I'm using 5 because it's just a round number. I think a lot of people have a lot higher goals than that. But you use that and you say, okay, how many inquiries or hand raises or leads did I get from January to June? Let's say it was 200 and you're averaging 3 loans. Well, right there, you got a conversion problem, right? Like you have the leads coming in. You have the people. You got a conversion problem. So what's the conversion problem? It could be a variety of things. You know, you got to look at your pitch. You got to look at the programs and products. Maybe there's something that's not jiving. Like you're just getting the wrong leads coming in and you don't have product for it. But you really want to narrow down what it is. And there are other times where, man, your lead flow is perfect and you're right there and you're like, man, this is how I'm hitting my goals. So use this 29% rule. Look at the inquiries. A lot of times people talk about applications or submissions. I don't think that matters. I think you got to establish, do I have a lead flow problem? Do I have a conversion problem? And then from there, you can zero in on what it is that's going to take you to that next level. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this. Trust me, if you look at this, your mind's going to be blown because you're going to have so much insight into your business that you didn't have before. Until next time, guys, go out there and crush it. Like, share, comment on this thing below, forward it on to your coworkers. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.